Hi, this is Debbie with the Food Prepping channel, and today I'm going to fix something that I've never fixed before. Don't know what it tastes like, don't know whether I'll like it, but I'm going to try it. I have 2 spaghetti squash, and these are, for a diabetic, these are on the non-starchy vegetables. Butternut squash is a starchy vegetable, but this is a non-starchy vegetable, so you can eat this pretty in a pretty big serving if you wanted to. But what I'm going to do is these 2 spaghetti squash. Let me make sure that you can see this. I'm going to poke some holes in this. See, the reason that I'm going to do this is I'm going to put this in the Crockpot, and this is a very, very tough vegetable, and I don't want to hurt myself. But you've got to put these cuts in here to let steam out of the squash. So I'm just going to poke like 4 holes down in it, and I hope it's going down in there far enough. Well, that one did. Whoa. These are very hard. And I'm going to put it in my crock pot. Just like that. I've got 2 of them. I hope they're both going to fit. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to poke some holes in this one. Do about 4. And I saw this on Rachel Ray the other day. That's where I got the idea from, and I'm sure some of you have seen it, but like I said, I've never had spaghetti squash before, so this is totally different for me. But I'm trying new things now that I've found the list of starchy vegetables and non-starchy vegetables. I know what I can have. Alright, I gotta take this, pull this knife out. Alright, one more. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to put this down inside my crock pot. In some way, these are going to go in here. Even if I have to cut the ends off, which I may have to do. I'll bring you back. I'm going to have to cut the end off of this. Okay, I'm back. We've cut both ends off. Not this one. It's that they're too wide to go in here. So we're just kind of pushing them down, because I know they're going to shrink as they cook. So we're just kind of pushing them down in here and trying to get them to work. But I'm going to put 2 cups of water in here. We just got them in here a few minutes ago, so that the lid will go on. So we just got to push, and I will bring you back. Let's see. Nope, that one came off. Alright, now it's in here. The tops are locked. I'm going to set it. It's on, make sure you can see. It's on 6 hours. I'm going to cook this for 6 hours on low. It's 1:30, so 7:30 tonight this will be ready, so I will bring you back later on tonight. Okay, I'm back on the spaghetti squash. What I'm doing with this is I'm going to make like a spaghetti squash. Now I'm going to make a spaghetti sauce with this. And what I've got is make sure you can see this. I've got Cola Vita Marinara sauce. And the reason that I picked this is, if you can see on the back, it has total carbs 9 grams. There was a couple other ones that had 14 grams. And I just went on and used this. I already had this pan on, so that's why it sizzled like that. I already had this one, so I went on and decided to use it. So I've got my marinara sauce in there. And this is my, can you see that? This is my leftover meatloaf. So I'm going to put my leftover meatloaf in here with this marinara sauce and heat this up. And this is going to be the topping for the spaghetti squash. So it's going to be like spaghetti with with meat sauce in it, but I'm just using my meatloaf and making it like that. So I'm going to heat this up. I've already cut off my crock pot. It's been 6 hours. I've cut off my crock pot, so I'm letting the spaghetti squash cool off before I get it out. And when I get ready to cut it in half, I'll bring you back and we'll go from there. But now I'm going to heat this up and just let this be heating up and the spaghetti squash cooling off. So I'll bring you back. Okay, I'm back. Now I'm going to get out one of these spaghetti squash out of my crock pot. We're going to hope we can get this out. Well, whoa. Alright, I'm only going to do one at a time. So let me make sure you can see this. Alright, so I've got 2 bowls here. And I've got one for the seeds and one for the spaghetti squash. So let me make sure that y'all can see this. Yes, you can. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife and I'll show you the inside of it. Because it's kind of, see, we had to cut the ends off to make it fit in the thing. So I'm going to, wow, look at this. It just cuts right into, when earlier, when we were trying to put it in the crock pot, we couldn't hardly use the knife. Alright, so I'm going to open this up. Alright, and you see all the seeds in there? I've got to get those out. And I'm going to put those in the little bowl right here. And look, they just scrape right out. This is the first time I've ever had this. I'm really excited about it. Because I've never had spaghetti squash before. And it's one of those non-starchy veggies, which means that they're good to eat. And it's 9:30 at night. And I'm kind of hungry. Alright, now, I forgot my fork. I'll bring you right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to go on and get the seeds out of this one too, so I could do this with both of them. And I got 2, so that's all you do, is just scrape the seeds out and put them in a, I don't know what you could do with the spaghetti squash seeds. I don't know that much about them, but I'm just putting the seeds in another bowl. Alright, and now, gosh, this looks interesting. I wish, if you haven't seen this before, look at the little Look, it just comes right off just like pasta. So I'm gonna, you start at the top and go down. Look at that. Look. It just comes right off just like, wow, that is awesome. You scrape down from the top down to the bottom, and then it comes out just like that from the sides. Isn't that awesome? Alright, I'm going to get this all out of here. And get this out. I'm just going to do one right now so I can put the camera away, and I'm going to fix me something to eat. And so y'all can see, this is just awesome. It's just like pasta. Just like pasta. I'm not tasting it yet, but I'm gonna see. Well, I will. I'll go on and taste it. Let's see what this tastes like. Now, this has no seasonings on it whatsoever, but I'm going to go on and taste it. It's not bad. It's kind of sweet. And it does have, it tastes more like a rice, I guess a rice to me, than it does a pasta, but it's still just like a pasta. So let me finish getting this all out. I mean, this is just too cool. You just start at the top and go down. Wow, this might be my pasta from here on out. I might be eating spaghetti squash pasta. Alright, well, I'm going to get this all out and put it in the bowl, and I'll bring you back in just a minute. Okay, I'm back. Now I want you to see how much of this spaghetti squash that I got. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put some of the spaghetti squash on a plate. Just like this. And this is my dinner, so I've still got to finish out my daily diabetic diet. So I'm just going to take a bite of this to let you know what I think about it. I can't believe that I've never had this before. This is so awesome. Alright, and I'm going to put some salt on it. And that wasn't very much salt. My salt shaker's not coming out good. Alright, and then I'm going to put some pepper on it. And remember, I love pepper. And then I'm going to put some of my meatloaf marinara sauce on top of that. Wow, this is just like spaghetti. It's just a little bit thicker because I only used 1 jar of the marinara. Alright, so I'm going to take a bite of this. Hope y'all can see this. Let me make sure that you can, yep. Alright, I'm going to take a bite of this and let you know what it tastes like. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. That is amazing. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's just like spaghetti. Just like spaghetti. Well, I guess that would be why it's called spaghetti squash, huh? Alright, let me take one more bite. Then I got to get to end my other daily video. Wow, this is awesome. This is really awesome. oh my gosh. I could think of so many things that could be done with this. And now I'm hungry and don't want to stop eating it. But I've got to. Anyway, y'all get the picture. This is awesome. You've got to, if you've never done which I haven't, I have not made spaghetti squash in my life. And I hope that you can see that because it is just like pasta. And then I've got which would be the bolognese sauce or spaghetti sauce or whatever on top of it. And it is so good. If you haven't tried this, you really have got to give this a try. Especially if you're diabetic or on a low carb diet, because this is really, really awesome. It's really awesome anyway. It's healthy. It's very healthy. So, if you like this recipe, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Share this with your friends on Pinterest, on Twitter, on Facebook. And you have a good night. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.